All eyes on our roads today. We've seen some serious snow and some interesting road conditions out there.
Yeah, we've been tracking conditions in Oregon and also in Washington. With more, let's go ahead and bring in Celeste Dimichina with the State Department of Transportation for Washington. Thanks for being here, Celeste. What exactly are your crews seeing right now out there on the roads, and what have you been doing specifically in Southwest Washington today?
Sure. So crews have been working around the clock to treat roads. They've been plowing as needed. Right now, thankfully, roads are clear in and around Clark County, but roads are wet. And so what that means is overnight, if things are freezing, which it looks like they're supposed to, along with the freezing rain, things will be slick in the morning. So we just want to remind drivers to, if you can stay home, if you can work from home, especially it's Valentine's Day. But if you can stay home, if you don't have to drive, or if you do have to drive, make sure you're planning ahead, making sure that you're checking the road conditions before you head out, and just making sure that your vehicle and you are ready for long delays.
Well, speaking of delays, Celeste, I want to ask, I'm looking at your WSDOT website. I see that in the Castle Rock area, there's an alert that I-5 northbound near Toutle River Bridge, there's a delay. There are some vehicles blocking the center lane. Do you know if this is perhaps weather related with that situation? Do you know?
Yeah, so earlier today, we did have two collisions kind of in the same spot up in the Castle Rock area between about milepost 57 and 60. So right at that Cowlitz County border. Northbound traffic should be clear and moving. Like I said, we did have a couple collisions on either side of the freeway. Right now, southbound is still, I think we've got a single lane open at this point, but things are still really slow going. We've got about a 10-mile backup on southbound I-5.
Celeste, you mentioned your crews out yesterday, this morning, probably out again tonight. What exactly are they doing in terms of treatment on roads?
Sure. So they are using a combination of de-icer with salt to, melt the ice and pre-treat roads. But the problem that we're going to run into is, like I said, roads are wet right now, and they can, lay down some de-icer and some salt. But if there's nothing to melt, it's not really going to do a whole lot. But if the freezing rain rolls in, there's really not a lot that they can do with that. They'll pre-treat and try to especially focus on bridges, overpasses, shady areas, corners, stuff like that. But again, just a reminder to travelers, if you don't have to go out tomorrow, please try to, keep the roads clear so that our crews can continue to treat and plow the roads.
All right, Celeste Dimichina with WSDOT. Thank you, and thank you to your colleagues, the essential workers, the crews who have to be out and about on a day like this. We appreciate it.
Thank you.